Well, hello and welcome to this week's Monday Moments. And this week, kind of reflecting on the fact that we are in the middle of a marathon of sorts. Not me personally running a marathon, because then we'd be collecting memorial donations on my behalf. But we are in a marathon of content that Community Players is involved with right now. And there's just a wide variety of stuff going on right now that started off earlier this month. And it's still March, right? Right. Yeah, March. Yeah. Wow. That started off a few weeks ago, and it's continuing through into the middle of April. So we're kind of like I said, at the halfway point of all that. So let's dive into talking about some of that stuff. First of all, we want to say thank you to everyone who came out and supported our variety show Cabaret over the weekend. We had a really good-sized house here, about 50 people, which, you know, in these times, 50 people inside of an actual performance space is a huge success. And so we want to thank everyone who came out for that performance. Also, we want to thank all of the performers who were involved in the show, and a particular shout out to everyone who helped make the event possible. Mike Fox for hosting the concert, Morgan Tunick for arranging all of the performers who were in the show, and Cheryl Ribstonic for arranging the silent auction, and Gail Mann, who was our board member in charge of the event overall. So we want to thank all of those individuals for making sure that fundraiser came off as smoothly as possible. Now, speaking of smoothly as possible, one of the things that we had promised was that we would be live streaming that concert on Saturday evening. Unfortunately, we were unable to do that due to technical difficulty. You see, we got smart and we were like, let's test all this equipment ahead of time. And we did a test stream on Friday and discovered that there was a malfunction in the piece of equipment that we have to send back to the manufacturer, and also that we had some issues with our internet speeds here. So we were unable to live stream the concert. But that concert is currently uploading right now. And so if you did order access to the live stream, we are going to be sending you an email later on this afternoon with an access code in order to watch that concert sometime this week. And also, if you missed the concert and you didn't get a chance to order the live stream, you can go to our Vimeo page, and we will post a link for that later on today. And you can order that concert and you can watch it at home up until Friday night. So it'll be online through Friday night, then we're going to take it down on Saturday. But yeah, so there is that. Also, if you can see behind me here, something may look a little different, and I'm not talking about Elsa or the cat, or any of the cutouts behind me. But if you notice behind me, look, all the seats are back in the auditorium. Look at that. The seats are back. We want to give a special shout out and thank you to everyone who came in to help us last, I believe it was Thursday, when we loaded up all of the seats from our storage space and brought the 100 seats back into the auditorium. We are not back at full capacity yet. We are still practicing physical distancing with our seating, and of course requiring people to wear masks when they're in our facility. But we did bring the seats back. It does give us a little more flexibility in how we distribute those physically distant seating. So there you go. Those seats are back. So we're excited about that. All right. So what else is coming up in this big marathon of events coming up? Well, you look at the stage here. It is completely black and empty right now, but this Friday it will be full of comedy and laughs. Because we are having our third and final Readers Theater production this Friday, 12 Incompetent Jurors, and it is a hilarious parody of the film 12 Angry Men, and it's a really, really funny show, just brainless comedy, and I think we could all use some good laughs right now. So that's the final of our Readers Theater program going up this Friday. Tickets are on sale now, and you will be able to, watch it on demand the following week. That on-demand is going to be a little bit different than some of our other on-demand things, unfortunately. We had to use a particular company to do on-demand for this one. So it's going to be a little different, not quite as smooth and efficient as when we post it to our Vimeo, but it'll still be available for you, and details about that will be coming out next week. Looking ahead, in just 2 weeks, after that, we've got Once Upon a Pine, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Our Acting Up After School production is going to be going up in here. So you don't want to miss that. The kids have already been rehearsing and they're doing a really fun job. I spied on them last week during a rehearsal, and it should be a lot of fun. And then finally, I'm just going to also remind everyone that we are taking applications for auditions for the documentary film project that we are involved in. And so if you want to be involved in that production, you do need to go to our website and submit your name to be invited to audition for that project. And we really want to encourage everyone that needs a cast of 13, I believe it is right now. So big cast. And that is part of the documentary that is being produced regarding the murder of Helen Wilson. That case is also known as the Beatrice 6. This is different than a documentary that just came out last week. This is a much bigger documentary. It's a 6-part series on a major network that I can't tell you, but they've got an app and a channel and lots of content. So, yeah. That's happening, so get signed up for that. Okay, I think I have babbled on enough. One final thing, because, we don't have enough going on. Sometime between now and the end of June, we are still going to also be producing another show, another regular season show. And that is going to be a musical. We are bringing musicals back to the auditorium by the end of June, and we are going to be announcing what show we are going to be producing sometime this week. It's going to be a small cast musical. We just have to kind of narrow it down, probably a cast of 4, and so that'll be something that we'll be able to produce quickly, probably before the documentary goes up in the middle of June. So I believe that is everything with the marathon. Whew, I feel like I need someone to hand me a cup of water. Like if I'm running down, give me some water as I run and collapse in the middle of Boston or whatever as I'm running the marathon. So I'm gonna go to the next health and safety check station, and we will see you next week.